Hey everybody, this is Jay. I'm the owner of Ocean Views Real Estate. I'm supposed to have that opened up here for you to see the company and stuff on it, Google, but whatever. The website is wilmingtonrealestate.com. It is the best website in Southeast North Carolina. And if you have a specific interest in a subject, you can always go to the blog and pick your category, and instantly you'll know more than a lot of realtors about different niches. For example, I'm clicking vacation rentals, oceanfront here, and then you have charts, examples, market data, insights, how-tos, reviews, etc. All about a bunch of issues. If you want to know all about Leland real estate, you click on Leland NC Real Estate. And again, market data, insights, different inside info about what some communities may be offering as incentives, flooding issues, etc. So, yeah, I'm very proud of this website. So many hours have gone into it. Right now, though, let's look at Airbnb calculators. I love these things. I'm going to do a couple just on the fly. I'll just use one property as an example. So when I work a lot with investors, keep in mind I do regular real estate, everybody. Okay, you need a home in Leland, Wilmington. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for 25 years. This is a lot more fun to blog about, though, and I have a limited amount of time I can do for it. So, uh, a lot of people know about one Airbnb calculator called AirDNA. This is the one everybody knows about. But did you realize there's two more? You have airdna.co. You also have another one called rabu.com. Let's see if I can highlight that up here. Yeah, there you go. Two B's, RABBU.com, an Airbnb calculator. And it has a cool feature with it I'll show you that another one doesn't have. And then you have, let me get rid of this thing, another one called Awning. Let's see. Yeah, awning.com, AWNING. I have not used this one as much, but these are three ways for you to find out if I invest in property X, what should I expect my revenue to be, my gross revenue? And then it begets the question, are these numbers legit or are they bogus? And how would a bot know that versus your realtor? Well, the reality is, and I went through and did a bunch of tests with this on properties that I literally had statements in hand. I know the rental income, I'm looking at it on the screen. And I did some testing, very skeptical, very cynical about this when I first started doing it. And what I would do is type in an address for something I already knew the numbers on. What I found is 3 out of 4 times I got really accurate numbers of what the rental income would be. But when you're spending anywhere from $250,000 to $2.5 million, you don't want a 75% chance of knowing what your income is going to be. That's where I come in. Generally, on almost everything, I've got it right here. And it comes from way too much experience the last 10 years working in downtown Wilmington and all the beach markets, Murals Inlet up the coast of North Carolina. So let's do a little test with these three. We'll start with AirDNA. And there's a loan out there called a DSCR loan, and they'll literally fund your purchase based on your credit score and what the AirDNA numbers are, the projection, or the actual rental income statement. And they won't even ask any questions. They'll just do it that way. This one lender I have in my pocket who's done a great job for me. I'm going to type in one address here. Oh, by the way, this is a good example. This is the Riggins condo, 1437 Fort Fisher. I've been very involved there lately. I know a lot about what's happening behind the scenes in terms of the HOA, the reserves, engineering, all the sandbags. I am like an expert on the riggings. I love the riggings. Great ROI. So AirDNA gives this a 62,000 rental income. I can tell you that's way off. These actually gross 48, 45. Top might be like 50. So that's an example of it being off. But all right, you gotta love technology. It was having some glitches with the property at AirDNA. So I'm just flipping to a different addresses. It makes my point. This is AirDNA. You type, you enter, you type, click the rentalizer button, and there you can type in an address, and then you get to manipulate how many guests does it stay, or the beds and baths if necessary. And over there, two twos, yeah, 50,000, and I'm liking that it came out with that number. So very accurate, good stuff. It shows occupancy about half the time it's occupied. Now let's go over to another one, and we'll do a little test there. We're going to do the Rabu one and see what they come up with. 222 Carolina Beach Avenue. This would be north. It's right at the boardwalk. I love this condo. We'll do a 2-bedroom one. These were in really bad shape, but after Florence by 2020, tons of renovations. I love it when people can buy in a property that other people paid for renovating. It's definitely the way to go. So this is an example. Let's see if I can, maybe it's doing it for a 1-bedroom, for example. Maybe it needs to me to make and edit the numbers to it, and then it's going to solve it. Because that would be for a 1-bedroom. Let's see if I can put in, if I have any control over the bedrooms here. I'm clicking on filters. All right, when I added the pool to it, which it would have been ideal if it did that on its own. It bumped it from 29 to 35,000 gross, but we know the gross there can be 50, so it's really off. Here's, I think, what the problem is. It's got this big fat radius, so I'm going to see if I can change the radius here. Let me click on filters, and let's narrow it down just to this one building. That's what the problem is here. Just this extra variables, right? But I love how Rabu gives you a chance to add a bunch of filters to it, like hot tub, pool, etc. So now it's bumped it up to 40,000. So I would love to have seen this come out to 50,000, like the AirDNA did. Now let's go to this one, which is awning.com. Have not used it as much. Carolina Beach Avenue North. We're going to say 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and 10 people. All right, so when I put in the fact that there's a pool and a hot tub and I narrowed it down, I end up here with, what did they say? Oh my gosh. Estimated revenue, 98,000. Okay, so this is too funny. It's way off. It's supposed to be 50,000. This sort of shows you why you need me, because I know the real numbers. These bots don't. Usually, though, AirDNA and Rabu are close. One showed 50, the other 40. 50 is the correct answer. And Rabu has some extra features, but you have to narrow the radius down to the right location and click beachfront or click pool and give it some more feedback compared to AirDNA. So there you go. Rental projections. To really project rental better, though, I have a whole video on that, how you go and make your own comps, but that's pretty labor intensive and requires a lot of experience. But you can do it on your own, and I have a video that I'll link to on there, and it will be better than the bots in some ways. All right, thanks.